and watch YouTube videos together. Cup of coffee. Okay, let's find. I think we're gonna do honey reacting to honey. Sure, that's the trend, isn't it? Everyone's hating on honey. Right.
Title's not clickbait. The biggest YouTube scam has just been revealed by a channel called.
Let's see what this guy has got to say. Reviewing the honey scandal. Morning cup of coffee. Biscuit, need a bicky. Let's go.
Title's not clickbait. The biggest YouTube scam has just been revealed by a channel called MegaLag. I highly recommend checking out the full video. This is extraordinary work. It was a multi-year investigation that he conducted, and his findings could make even Enron's accountants start sweating. It is gross how bad this company he investigated is. And it's a company you've all heard of. It's a company I have used for a long time. Honey. You know that free browser extension that's supposed to be going and getting you coupons at checkout to save you money on purchases? The one that has that playful piece of shit mascot that's just a diet Microsoft Clippy whom now I can't stand to look at after learning about how it...
Yeah, I never trusted any of that honey nonsense ever. Not that I didn't trust it, but I mean, like, there's always a catch, isn't there?
Atrocious this scam is. Yeah, imagine the lawyers aren't going to be too gung-ho about suing people that are labeling them a scam or calling them mean words, because they're probably too busy stretching out, cracking their knuckles, getting ready for the impending catastrophic class action lawsuit that's heading their way. And I mean that sincerely. I do think that this investigation from MegaLag will lead to a huge class action lawsuit against Honey for all of the many millions of dollars that it has most likely cost a ton of people.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you attack when you scam the creme de la creme of YouTube, inevitably you're gonna get into a lot of trouble.
Honey hasn't just been scamming you, the consumer, they've also been stealing money from influencers, including the very ones they pay to promote their product. And I'm not just talking about a few bucks here. I believe this scam has likely cost content creators millions of dollars.
I didn't think there was anything nefarious going on under the hood, but it turns out couldn't have been more wrong. Obviously, knowing what I know now about this company, I wish I never worked with them. I'm sorry for ever having promoted Honey. I clearly didn't know any of this was going on.
Yeah, so basically now every single YouTuber any big YouTuber or small YouTuber that has worked with Honey now has to come out and at the forefront, make a massive video saying that they didn't know, or they... And to be fair, like, who would know, really? Like, it's... I mean, I watched the original video, and it's a pretty tough... it's pretty nefarious, but it's very sly, what they did.
Nobody did until MegaLag's investigation. This was something that there wasn't even whispers of. He mentions in the video he had only found, like, one page where people even speculated on it with nothing concrete. So it wasn't until this multi-year investigation that any of this information came to light. It's a very sneaky, hidden mechanism that it uses to scam consumers and content creators. And what MegaLag has put into the light here is extremely important. So he starts by demonstrating how it steals money from content creators.
Linus tells you...
So this is a reaction of a reaction. This is reactception.
about this free browser extension that saves you money online. You install it in 2 clicks, and boom, you have Honey. So you scroll down and find Linus's affiliate link to that product. Now, for those of you who don't know, when you click an affiliate link and buy something, the influencer who promoted the product earns a commission for referring you to that store.
See, I watched this yesterday, and yeah, I was thinking this is pretty big.
So you add the product to your cart, get to the checkout page, and hello, Honey says they found you 10 coupon codes. Sweet. You click apply discounts, and Honey...
But the issue here is it only really affects people who bought into the ads. I mean, it kind of destroys any credibility that YouTubers and I suppose the advertising space in general, and the whole referral, the whole, you know, the whole thing is just like, it's all about making money in the end. So like, inevitably there was gonna be a catch somewhere for honey, right? Like that's, if you think about it, it's kind of their name, honey, yeah?
gets to work. But unfortunately, none of the coupon codes worked. Doesn't matter though, because as Honey has promised us for years, that means we know we've got the best deal. So you complete your purchase, you're happy, your new CPU's on the way, Linus is happy, he's getting his commission, everyone's happy, right?
Wrong. You'd be very wrong if you said everyone was happy there. This isn't a fucking fairy tale. This is big business, and everything's horrible. So, if you've never used Honey, that's how it works.
That's me.
When you're checking out, you'll have your little goofball pop up. He'll be like, oh geez, Rick, we gotta apply some coupons here to save you some blimflarkles. Click here to save some money because we're gonna look for coupons. And so he's gonna go look for coupons at checkout to try and save you some money. Now, Honey does something very interesting with that whole process there.
After clicking Linus's affiliate link, you'll notice in the URL, there's a tracking tag labeled Short Circuit. That's a reference to one of Linus's YouTube channels. And this tracking tag is how Newegg knows who to pay a commission to. We can also see that this tracking tag has been saved on my browser in the form of a cookie that will expire in 30 days. That way, if we only decide to complete the purchase a few days later, Linus will still be credited the sale. So what happened when we got to the checkout page? Well, once Honey popped up, watch what happened to Linus's affiliate cookie after we clicked Apply Discounts. You see that? Honey came in, removed Linus's affiliate cookie, and replaced it with their own, claiming credit for the sale and pocketing the commission money for themselves.
Well, whoop-de-doo, what would you know? Big business is scamming you. I don't know, it's kind of like the last 400 or 500 years of Western civilization.
By replacing the affiliate link with their own at the very end of checkout, without the consumer ever even knowing this happens, they're able to take the entire commission while the influencer or whoever that brought them there gets nothing. They get the whole pie, and the creator doesn't even get the fucking crust.
Bro, you should call them Zionists, man.
It's so devious. This isn't some kind of freak accident. It's not some kind of glitch or a ghost in the machine. Mr. Krabs isn't in the soul of Honey doing this without Honey themselves knowing about it. This is by design.
By design,
They do this on purpose.
I'll reach out to Honey and ask them directly. And sure enough, they came back to me with the following. If Honey is activated and is the last program used while shopping on a site, it is likely...
Honey is in... well, $4 billion. That's... $4 billion down the drain.
Honey will receive credit for the purchase.
They are shockingly open about that. They almost seem jolly and proud. Well, hello there. Salutations. Tipping the fedora. Thanks for contacting us. Yeah, we're shitting on you. Big whoop. And you're welcome for it. Thanks so much. And he goes on to give like a real world example, so that way it's a little easier to understand how unacceptable this is. He even goes on to say that he can't see how it's anything less than fraud. And I agree. This seems like fraud. MegaLag gives a real world example to demonstrate just how outrageous this whole thing is. He states, imagine that you're going to a department store buying a TV, there's a salesman and he sells you on the perfect TV. You now have that salesman's card that you take to the front with your TV, so that way the salesman can get the commission. But...
yeah, no, I saw that. And it's basically... well, imagine there was another salesman sitting around, ready to nick it towards the end. But yeah, I mean... this is, it's nefarious. It doesn't affect me, does it? Like, I mean, I've never used Honey. Vast majority of people have probably never used Honey. Watching that video, watching a lot of the videos, it's only people who kind of bought into their YouTube or kind of their YouTube followers.
PayPal Honey did none of the work to get the consumer there, to get the purchase or anything, yet it takes the entire piece of the pie and leaves not even the crust behind.
Bro, I call them landlords.
And in the real world, this, again, would be the equivalent of someone coming in at the last second like a jump scare, like, woo, here's a coupon. I'm kidding, we don't have any coupons, but I'm still going to take the whole commission. So then using some sleight of hand that would fool even Penn and Teller, he swaps out that salesman's card with his own, and the consumer doesn't know it, and the salesman that got swapped doesn't know it either. That's what PayPal Honey does. But here's the thing, even if it did find a coupon for the consumer at checkout, it still shouldn't be overriding the affiliates. It still shouldn't be stuffing that out. They did none of the work to get the consumer to the site or anything at all. They did nothing for the sale. They just came in at the very end and found a coupon. That's still bad that it would overwrite that. But it actually even gets worse. It'll do this even when it has no coupons to even search for.
Honey pops up right at the end of your purchasing journey, virtually guaranteeing they'll win that last click. They of course know this and do anything they can to get that last click, even when there's no coupon codes to offer. Which brings us to scenario 2. Honey Gold, which is now called PayPal Rewards. Here's how it works. When you get to the checkout and Honey Gold is available, Honey pops up and is essentially saying, hey you, consumer, click this button here so PayPal can claim the commission for the sale, and we'll share a portion of that commission money with you.
Wait 1 second, let me see. Bruh, 14 hours ago, nearly 4 million views.
In the form of points. It's basically a lame cashback scheme. I had to put Honey Gold to the test. So I looked for any website where Honey Gold was offered and found it on NordVPN. And no, this is not a sneaky sponsorship. So I signed up for NordVPN's affiliate program, which offers 40%
I think people are going to start looking into NordVPN, see how they work.
commission on successful referrals. After getting approved into the program, I received a custom affiliate link for my YouTube channel. So how much of my stolen $35 commission did PayPal share as cash back with my Honey account, aka the consumer? Brace yourselves, 89 points, which is equivalent to 89 cents.
I knew it was going to be bad, but somehow that is even worse than I expected it to be. It gets the entire kit and caboodle of the commission, all 35 doubloons. It gets the spaghetti and the meatballs, and it gives you not even a morsel, not even a tiddlywink of it. 89 cents of the $35? Holy shit. Again, this is for doing nothing, by the way. It is doing nothing. It is doing this just to desperately try and get
It's called rent.
that last click so it can take the whole commission. And again, this isn't put front facing. People didn't even know this was going on until this investigation. It is so sneaky with this shit. It exists solely to steal, poach those affiliates, to take that commission on the back end. That's nuts.
I know, but like it's not that far-fetched. Like, I mean, it's scummy what they're doing. It's wrong. It's probably illegal as well. But because most, like 99% of people are not techie nerds, they don't know how little codes or little, like, no one knows, only geeks, only nerds know how to do that. You know, like, yeah, they're screwed now, but they've made all their money, you know what I mean? It's been years and years, you know? They take the cash and run, like, now they know, okay, the ship's sinking. We got people gonna have to make a run for it.
Nuts. That's why I'm saying this will likely
Take the Ferraris and go.
be a huge class action lawsuit. There is no telling how many millions of dollars they've been able to make quietly like this. MegaLag demonstrated one. They got $35 from that. Like, that's a lot. Like, that is a big commission, really. Just think about that on a large scale. MegaLag pulls up the numbers. Honey had been promoting on YouTube in particular to the tune of like 7.9 billion views worth of videos. They had like 5,000 or something like sponsored segments across so many different channels. 7.9 billion views. They have what, 20 million users? Think about how much money they were pulling in from this scam. It's huge. Like, this is something that Bernie Madoff would roll over in his grave at with this fraud.
You click on their affiliate link and get to the checkout. But in this scenario, Honey knows it has nothing to offer. No coupon codes, no Honey Gold, yet it still pops up to announce absolutely nothing.
But if you think about it, this is kind of going to work out for us in the long run, because now we know to look out for cheaper and better coupons every time you, because I don't really do that. But anytime a person who used to use Honey can now go and fetch those super cheaper coupons. Now, I know that's kind of an odd way of looking at it, but, you know, like, you weren't getting the discount either. We're like, you know, it's rough, but We'll see what happens in the class action lawsuit.
Annoying as fuck. Naturally, you click the got it button to get rid of the annoying dancing coin, and whoa, what's that? PayPal takes the sale.
I couldn't help but just laugh at that one. That is cartoonishly evil. That is so scummy. So even if it has no coupons, it has no honey gold capabilities, it will still pop up on something totally unrelated through the affiliate link and just say like, hey, listen. We've got nothing to say. Sorry, pranked you. We got nothing. Go ahead and close us. Just go ahead and say got it. Get rid of us. Sorry. Just wanted to let you know we're here. And when you do that, it takes the sale. It still takes the whole commission because you interacted with it. It was your last click. It's unbelievable.
Why? Because fuck you, Mary. That's your commission. But wait, there's more. My personal favorite is when Honey has nothing to offer, so it pops up offering you to check out with PayPal, even though the option is already available at the checkout page. And of course, if you click the checkout button, PayPal poaches the sale. Classy.
There is just no world where that isn't illegal, right? Like there can't be a world where that can fly. That has to be something that this company would be run into the ground for. Like, I'm no lawyer. I didn't pass the bar. Shit, barely passed the SATs. But I would still say, using my tiny little noodle up here, my smooth brain, that's a big no-no. I think they're probably going to face some big repercussions for that now that this is starting to blow up and come to light. Now, in the next section of the video, MegaLag goes on to talk about how he was checking into the Linus forums to see if anyone was talking about Honey, and he did find someone that was sounding the alarm quite a few years ago, but it just didn't get a lot of traction. And then in 2022, someone noticed that Linus wasn't working with Honey
I find it weird the way he says get. Keep saying get.
anymore. So they asked about it, and Linus Media Group representative came out and said, yeah, they didn't like the way that it interacted with the affiliate links, so they stopped working with them. And MegaLag says that he was pretty disappointed that they weren't more vocal about that, because if they could have sounded the alarm about this whole scheme, there could have been some more damages that were prevented over the next couple of years, but they just kept it kind of hush for some reason. And that is very disappointing from Linus and the team for not talking about this if they knew it was going on. And then MegaLag goes on to talk about, well, they did actually take a different coupon sponsor that does the same thing called Karma.
Essentially, if someone clicked on an affiliate link and then they use Honey.
So we're gonna go after Karma now? Are we just gonna... You know what I mean? Is it just because your man Mr. Beast was promoting them, or what?
And search for a deal, Honey will override that tracking link even if they don't find you a deal. That didn't jive with us, so we ended the partnership. They should have made more noise about this. But what's truly baffling to me is that after LMG ended their partnership with Honey, they then went ahead and partnered with a company called Karma Now, a coupon browser extension that literally engages in similar behavior.
As MegaLag said, it's very telling just how deceptive this Honey scam is when even a tech-focused company like LMG doesn't catch on to it for years. And it is baffling that even when they did catch on to it or were tipped off about it, they chose a different coupon sponsor that does like basically the same thing, it seems. That's so weird. That is so weird. Now, the next part of the video showcases how Honey scams you, the consumer. Now it's not only about the influencers getting all their affiliates commission stolen. Now, MegaLag shows you what Honey does to fuck you in the face.
When I reached the checkout page, Honey would claim it could.
This is where I'm supposed to get involved, but because I don't use Honey as a web browser extension, you know, I suppose I wasn't getting any coupons, but
couldn't find me any coupon codes. Yet when I searched manually, I found working codes with these. And even when Honey did find me a code, I was often able to find another code of better value. Kind of strange, given their claim that...
Well, thanks to Honey, manually searching for coupon codes is now a thing of the past.
Another oddity was that Honey would often only find me Honey-branded coupon codes, such as Honey 5 or Honey 10. Why would a store only have Honey-branded coupon codes? Kind of weird, right? But the biggest red flag was that when I tried submitting the better coupon codes I'd found, Honey wasn't adding them to their database.
Now, this was not a case of Honey just not doing its job well, where It was missing a couple of coupons here and there that were slipping through the cracks, but it was still trying its best, and it was still doing an admirable, noble attempt at finding you those best deal coupons. It wasn't doing its job at all. When MegaLag would submit coupons to it, it wouldn't even take it into the database, and it was far more effective to just manually enter coupons because Honey wasn't finding them, and it was finding a lot of honey coupons pretty often. All very peculiar, I would say.
It turns out that one of the key benefits for stores partnering with Honey is that
I mean, it just, again, it's a bit like, I don't know. Like, what's a good phrase, turn of phrase to use here? You know?
they are given full control over which coupon code.
Like I said before, Gen Z is super discount savvy. You can't ignore the fact that they will hunt for like discount codes and they might find a better deal. With Honey, you can also control the discount code percentage, control like the customer journey, convert and control like the discount code percentage as well.
Convert and control.
This is a podcast that MegaLag found that seems to be focused on trying to drive more brands to work with Honey. So this is a brand that has worked with Honey talking about the benefits. One of them that she's very excited about is that with Honey, it helps discourage consumers from seeking out coupon codes, and with Honey, you can control which coupon codes are even getting shared in the first place. So let's say there's a 20% off coupon that does exist for this brand, but the brand doesn't really want it shared with everyone using Honey. Well, then it just doesn't. Honey won't share it if the brand doesn't want it to. It's one of the benefits of working with Honey.
But then what's the point in doing a coupon at all? Like, do you know what I mean? I never really... Man, like, it's just... Like, the whole thing is really... It's really bizarre, like, really strange.
Well, every component of Honey is a fucking lie. Every single piece of Honey is exploitative. Every single one. So, in this video, he talked about how it's scamming consumers.
In one way, I kind of like what, like, Honey is literally, like, if you think about it, right?
Cannot imagine that what Honey is doing and how it operates is legal. It can't be. It shouldn't be if it somehow is through loopholes. That is completely unacceptable. And MegaLag...
The only question, well, there's two questions that remain. Basically, there's two questions that pop up. One, what's going to happen to Honey? You know, is there going to be legal action? Two, will this fizzle out and will Honey be able to continue doing what it does? Like, will this gain enough traction? Will the attention continue, or will it just sort of fizzle out? I don't know. I think just you have to wait to find out.
MegaLag's investigation is extraordinary. A huge thanks to MegaLag for bringing all of this information to light. It's an incredible video. Again, I highly recommend you check out the full thing. There's going to be a link to it in the description of this one. I didn't even cover all of it. He has done an immaculate job with this investigation. This is up there with CoffeeZilla's best work. This is incredible. So huge thanks to MegaLag for doing this. So yeah, it's really...
Yeah, well, we can call that, eh? Yeah, no, I think that the Honey scam, I mean, it's scandalous, but again, you kind of have to be within their little world for it to be such a massive deal. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you're looking for deals, looking for coupons, you know, yeah, what they're doing is wrong. It's definitely wrong. And it's remains to be seen what's going to happen. But yeah.